we bought 2 birdhouses. I also picked up a mix of plants. Running out of screws. Just never get your fingers caught. We popped out to Blue Diamond yesterday, garden centre, and I bought some compost, much needed compost, but also we bought 2 birdhouses. This one is designed for robins. It's a simpler design with a softer wood, and this one is $7.99. And I'm hoping to nestle that into the jasmine at the bottom of the garden. So it can be sort of, kept away from predators, but we need to see if we've got room to actually get it nailed onto the post in that area. Next, and much heavier, because it has a wonderful slate roof, is one made for Blue Tits. To get in to clean it, you have to take these screws out and remove one piece of slate, which we tested to make sure works, and it does. But yeah, very heavy. This one was about £16, I believe, something around that region. And that is going to sit on our garage where the ivy is, and hopefully over time the ivy will grow up a little more around it and make it feel a bit more private. But yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous. We bought some mealworms as well, because we do have a robin coming in. We don't get many birds. This is why we're really trying to encourage them. But we do get a robin coming in, so we thought if we buy some mealworms, we know they like mealworms, as well as we do have a bird mix already. So I've put those out yesterday, and I'm hoping to entice more birds here. Weather dependent, we'll get these out today and I can show you where they are. And this is the compost I went for from Blue Diamond, because it was 4 bags, 4 50-litre bags for £20, because I have a Blue Diamond card. Peat free. It's just an all-purpose, really. And hopefully I can get on with planting more out now, because as much as I'm making my own compost, you still need some extra. I also picked up a mix of plants. This one's called Ritz. This one is called Eclipse. Petunia calibrachoa and verbena. This one is similar, just different colour scheme really. Yeah, Petunia calibrachoa, verbena. And I have some pots outside the front door that need a refresh, so that's where they're destined to go. And this is where I was hoping to place the robin bird box, amongst the jasmine in the corner there. We have a huge post hidden amongst all that jasmine. But the issue I found when searching in there is that because the jasmine has grown up around it so much, I just don't have enough free space on there to attach it. Okay. Now the job we've got is to cut down the Buddleia using the still. Just never get your fingers caught. Now this can be cut down to about 1 to 2 feet off the ground at this time of year. But it grows so huge that you've got to kind of be brutal. This still is a lifesaver really, because I wouldn't be able to get through these. I should be going lower really. So let's go lower. Yeah, that's fine. Now, I read that they don't produce flowers on existing growth. Hence why you chop them down so far. Now you have to be really careful that you're not too close to your fingers when doing that. So now we need to process all of this. Hello, darling. So today we have put up 2 bird boxes. Which I will show you shortly. We're not sure about this place where we've put the one for the robin, because currently the sun's going directly into it. I don't think they like that. Watch out, darling. Watch out. I need this. Move your face away, please. It's actually been a really cold day today. But when the wind's not on you, it's really nice. And sitting here, it's actually quite nice. You're right on top of that one, right? Are you coming up? Come on. I got it for you. Now hang on tight. There's no way you could cut this by hand with just some normal secateurs. Hello. warming her. Getting her to eat is still a real issue. I think she has a sick feeling because she takes the food, rolls it around in her mouth, and spits it back out again. And she'll eat a little bit, but then she sort of gets tired of it, sick of it. This is going well. I thought we'd have filled this. Excellent news, Heidi. And last year these were covered in aphids and they all became really disfigured. It didn't properly recover, which is why I didn't cut it down over winter, which is what I'd normally do. And I've got some aphids coming through there. We're not far off this one. You can see how the sun is leaving the garden at quite a fast pace. I think I've got a spider on me somewhere. So it's great in one respect because with our really hot summers, you can have a nice cool garden. This is actually starting to get warm now. 3,315 cuts I've done. But the first time you buy one of these, it frightens you to death because you think, oh my God, I lose my finger so easily. You just have to make sure that you can see where all your fingers are every time you cut. And there's still plenty of room. The other one's big though. I think you should go in now. I'll put you inside. Are you hungry? Do you want some food? Let's turn that off a sec. Should we go and sort you out? Come on then. I'll put you down. Good girl. It's amazing how chilly it gets when the sun disappears. But this is the second Buddleia. I say second, this is actually the first one that I planted. And my mum bought me this for my birthday. 2019, 2020. It was when COVID was about and we couldn't really see each other. So she had them delivered to me, a few plants. And all of the plants that she bought me are dotted around this corner because this is the very first place we planted into when we moved in, when the whole thing was just grass with random bricks underneath and horrible weeds poking through. But Buddleias are brilliant for bringing in the butterflies, and if you do like butterflies, then well, you have to have a Buddleia. And there's nothing better than just sitting here and just watching them all. But for now it needs to be cut down to make sure that we get lots of new growth and lots of new flowers. The Buddleia has been cut down. But that will make its way back up soon. And over here, I'll show you where the first bird box has been placed. And as I mentioned, I'm not sure this is the best place for it to go. I'm hoping the foliage will grow up a bit more around it. Perhaps next year that would be a great place for it. But we have a jasmine here going up the post of the pergola. And then this, I really want the whole thing to be full. That's a jasmine in the other corner. I'm waiting for all of these plants to just crawl along. So I've moved the bird feeder to the cherry tree. And in here we have a mix of mealworms. So they can get to those from this bottom one here. Or normal seed, which you can get to from here. But we've had varying degrees of issues really getting birds to come into the garden. I had put it over there by the swing seat, but I thought that's a bit silly because once they get used to it and then I'm sat there, they're not going to come and feed, are they? But if I'm sat there and then the bird feeder's here, I'd hope to be able to see them coming and going. Plus we can see this from the kitchen. So where's the other bird box? Well, let's have a look, shall we? Make our way to the side of the garage. You can see it up there. Let's get a little bit closer. So this has no issues with predators really, because there's nothing around for anything to sit on and be a pain in the backside for birds. And the ivy will eventually grow up and around and give it a bit more privacy. And the Chinese creeper will also give it a lot more privacy. So that's what we have. We have one bird box here. However, this can be a little bit of a wind tunnel, so I'm hoping that that will be okay and that the wind will die down. And then we have the bird feeder in the cherry tree, and then the robin nest box on the pergola. We've got all of the building blocks here really, but because of it being a new build, it does take time for your foliage to grow. But now my life revolves around just staring out of the kitchen window, waiting. And every time a bird comes in the garden, I'm just staring at it going, are you going to find the feeder? Are you going to find a bird box? I mean, we're probably too late with bird boxes at this point in the year, but I know they scope them out for the year after, so hopefully in autumn, winter, they'll start looking for somewhere for next year. I think little Heidi wants to go back in. Do you want to go back in? Are you bored now out here? Want to go inside? Come on then, girlie. Come on then. There you go. do we want to do now? That's the question, isn't it? Hey? You don't know.
Yeah, there's no way that's going in. Oh, he's had to drop it. Maybe we could put that in for them.
The following day we woke up to a rather grey start, but then the weather really improved. And I thought I would refresh the pots by the front door with the 2 packs of plants that I had bought from Blue Diamond. You set me up, Mummy. So we have 3 pots from by the front door. And I need to empty what's in there. And refill, although I can keep this. And refill with new, get rid of the snails. Refill with new compost and our new flowers. So let's chop these down. We have been watching the Blue Tits, who have decided that the birdhouse we bought is going to be their home. Okay. Now, what are we doing with you? Take some out. You right there, girl? Hey? Okay. Slug. Don't want you. Compost. Okay, that's not bad. Water. Just placing a stone in the bottom. Stop all the compost coming out. Get one for this. So now, I really do need to get rid of these old pumpkins, but I quite like how pretty they looked. They're getting a bit mouldy now. Okay, come back to that. This one needs a good water. So the plan is this tall one goes up here. That one's still going strong. And then this one goes in here. Although I may move that down here. Yes. Maybe. It's light as a feather. This is the only one that's really lasted. Okay, I think I'll go for that. thank you for joining me on the Petite Plot. And I hope that if you enjoyed this video that you would like to subscribe and join me on the journey next week. Enjoy the sunset.